Hello. Today I'd just like to show you what it is that I use if I'm going travelling. I thought these days when travelling, especially air travel, can be a little bit difficult when we want to take sewing, but I have travelled quite successfully with my little sewing bag. So this is a little bag that I've made, and I'll just show you inside it. It's very convenient. So in here, I'll just turn it around for you. I've got space to keep a couple of needles, a couple of safety pins. I've got a couple of pins in my pin cushion. I've got some little travel safe scissors in here. These are really cute. They're basically plastic, all except for a tiny little blade. Can you see that? There's very little metal in them, and I've had no trouble at all carting those around the world with me. And they just live in this little place here, and they tie in so they don't get lost. I've got a tape measure in case I need to measure some vital something or other when I'm travelling, and I've got some threads just on a ribbon, oops, up here. They just tie on, and so that just kind of keeps them under control. Then I've got a couple of little clear plastic pockets. I have a little travel buddy that comes with me when I go travelling, so that lives in there. And here I've got some other little divided pockets. I've got a little packet of needles, I've got a tiny rotary cutter, a little nail file and a pencil. I've got my unpicker. Funnily enough, it's actually a little orange peeler, and a pen, and I've got a little portable or tiny little fabric glue stick, which I use quite a lot when I'm travelling, just to hold things together. And in here I've got a little magnifier. This is really cute. And it actually does have a little light in it, but sometimes things are a little bit hard to see. Perhaps you're a bit tired, your eyes are tired, so that works well. And on this side I've got again another little clear plastic pocket, and I have all different coloured threads in there just in case I need to sew something with different coloured threads. And then in the back here I've got a pocket where I keep something that I'm working on, some little hand project that I'm doing. I'm not actually sure what I was doing here. I started this some time ago, but I'm sure it's going to turn into something amazing soon. So I've just got a few papers, a few little bits of pieces of fabric, so that I can just pick up, and I've got a couple of odd little templates in here, just in case I suddenly need to do something. And the other thing I have, I did actually pop a pocket in the front here for a thimble, but I don't actually use a thimble very well, but I do have some of these little Thimble sticker things. The idea of these is that you stick a little oval plastic shape on your finger, and that works to pop your needle against rather than a whole thimble. I find if I use a thimble I just stick the finger out of the way, which is not a lot of help, but these I find I can work quite well with. So I find that all works really well for me as a little travel bag. If I'm sitting in an airport for some time, I can sit and do a little bit of sewing. As I said, I've had no difficulty taking that in my travel bags going through air travel. So that's a really cute little bag. It's very convenient. There's also room if you're just carrying a paperback book to read, that would fit in there as well. So I have actually done a pattern for this bag, just so that you know. It's available on my website to purchase and download. It's called That Sewing Bag, and it's shown here on the picture. There's also two other little bags in there, a mug bag and a cute little bag. And so the pattern is all there for all the instructions, all the diagrams, everything's in that pattern. But I was mostly just trying to show you what I do when I'm travelling, because sometimes we're not too sure what we can take when we travel, and I can't promise that things will go through, but certainly I've had success taking that through on plane travel. Thank you.